It is Y105, Dubuque's #1 hit music station. My name is Steve Pulaski, and my next guest is a 4-time NBA champion, the first to win a ring with 3 different franchises. Those were with the Detroit Pistons, the Chicago Bulls, and the Los Angeles Lakers, respectively. His post-playing career has been incredibly active. He's the executive producer and one of the subjects in God Bless Bitcoin, a new documentary on cryptocurrency that's free to watch at godblessbitcoin.com. He is John Salley. John, how are you today?
Every day is great. I love that intro. God bless Bitcoin.
I appreciate you, John. When did you first get into crypto, or more specifically Bitcoin? When was that?
2020. 2020, I wound up, really 2021, 2000 is when I started paying attention. I have a friend of mine who was talking about this. I was like, man, they've been talking about that for a while. It doesn't make any sense. And then he sat still and explained Bitcoin to me. He said, come to the Bitcoin conference. I went down to the Bitcoin conference, and I saw like a fest. I saw Beckham on the stage. I saw Mayweather on stage, over talking, but he was on stage. And I then said, hey, I can tell when something is real and this is not Enron. It's not hopefully something's going to happen. When they were explaining the same way they did the music business, you see how the music business changed where you didn't have to go and buy a record, hopefully it wasn't broken, or buy a CD. You can write from your phone, listen to the song you want to listen to. The world is always moving into a digital way. This is a digital currency that can be trusted. It's transparent. It's literally from you to me with nobody taking fees in between. We can agree on something and we can barter with this Bitcoin. So I thought, hey, this has to be the way the world is going. It's knowing music had gone that way where you have to download your music. Remember back in the day when you had an iPod, you bought the song, you owned it. You downloaded it, you put it onto your iPod, you owned it. And then they started realizing, hey, they weren't making money every month from you. So they took that away and they made it to a point where you have to pay monthly subscription just to own your own music. So you never own it. You own this. You have your own wallet. You know who you traded it to. You know how you went from your wallet with your code, making sure that if you want to trade it for something or barter it for something and you wanted to use Bitcoin, this was the way to do it. You knew it had value, just like it did when it was the gold standard. You knew a long time ago, if I had a silver dollar, it was worth a silver dollar. It was worth $1. But now, with the way inflation is going, if you have a silver dollar, it's worth $30 now. So it's when we move from the standard of silver, or we lessened and added to the inflation of dollars, we literally had a fluctuation in our money. In Bitcoin, if you invest in Bitcoin, if you use it as just a saving account, you know that if you put $100 in, you would have $100. I've had this conversation with someone, and I tried to explain that the value of the Bitcoin is never going to go so far down that you lose your money.
He's John Salley. His new movie, God Bless Bitcoin, which he's an executive producer on, is available at godblessbitcoin.com. A lot of thoughtful information in there, John. I appreciate it. Segueing, talk a little bit about basketball here. The NBA season starts in a week's time, October 22nd. Who are your surprise teams this season?
Surprise teams? I would say I'm looking forward to watching. Of course, you're going to say, I'm going to tell you Detroit Pistons. What the big surprise was the move of getting Cat out of Minnesota into New York City.
Right.
I think the way they did it right during training camp or right before training camp was, unfortunate for the human going through it. But I think it was great for Cat. I love Cat. He gets to be a big man in New York City. They can see when Patrick Ewing was a scoring big man. I think that's going to change the look of the NBA.
We all know how great LeBron, Steph, and KD are, but who is an up-and-comer or maybe an underrated player in the NBA you personally enjoy watching, John?
I love John Morant. And I love Kevin Edwards, just like everyone else. Anybody that can did I say Kevin Edwards? Oh, my God. Edwards, I think I played with a guy named Kevin Edwards. It's early in the morning. I just think Anthony Edwards. When I saw how he was playing during the Olympics, I understood his mentality. I grew up a Celtic fan, believe it or not, in Brooklyn, New York. So I sit around and I still love the Celtics. Hopefully they can do some unbelievable things like they did last year and winning the championship. But I'm personally a huge Kyrie Irving fan. So personally, I love to see Kyrie handle the ball. I'm a friend of Mark Cuban, so I cheer for my friend's team.
What current player's playing style would you say reminds you a lot of yourself?
I wish I had the freedom and the ability of Kevin Durant. I wish I was able to shoot the ball like Kevin Durant. We were built similar in size, but his game is a game I would love to play like. And when they talk about my style is I'm a really good teammate. I block shots when available. I grab every rebound in my area, and I put the ball in the basket when it's supposed to be in the basket. So I have a very, very long mentality. Well, I have a very long arms, long legs, and I understand the game. So I'm not going to say how I model anybody that modeled the game after I played my way, and I was successful with it.
He is John Salley. Again, that new documentary, God Bless Bitcoin, is available to watch at godblessbitcoin.com. John, I wish you nothing but good health and positive spirits. I appreciate you making the time today, man.
God bless Bitcoin.